So what's the title of this book?
Goldie.
Goldie. Oh, it's the Puppy Play series.
Yes.
You love those books. What do you already know about puppies?
They can be foster dogs. They have a really good sense of smell, and they can run faster than me.
Oh, good. So this is called Goldie. What do you think will happen in this story? I know it's a chapter book, but what do you think will happen in this story?
It's gonna be a foster puppy.
You think Goldie's gonna be a foster puppy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you read, you want to think about what you're reading so you understand what you're reading, okay? And I might ask you a question here or there. Okay? All right, let's get started.
Chapter 1. Charles woke up with a bad feeling in his stomach. Why? For a minute, he couldn't figure it out. Then he rolled over and looked at his clock. It was 3:46 a.m., and Charles could hear the loud dee-do-dee-do-dee of his dad's pager going
See that
off.
G right there?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the regular sound, good. It says ja. That's right. Do you know what a pager is? You probably don't. So a pager, before there were cell phones, people carried pagers sometimes. And so if someone was trying to get in touch with you, like maybe he's a doctor or something, and it was an emergency, you had a little, it was smaller than your cell phone, but it would make a beep, beep, beep noise, and a number would come up on it. And you'd have to find a phone and go call that number.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Peterson was a fireman. When his pager went off, there was a fire somewhere in town. Charles listened to his dad's footsteps going down the stairs. Then he heard a slam of a truck door and the engine starting up.
So I predicted he was a doctor because he had a pager, but I was wrong. My prediction was wrong. What is he?
He's a fireman.
He's a fireman. Good.
The smell of cinnamon made Charles' mouth water. It's Dad, Charles began. Dad's fine, Mom said. He's called a little while ago.
Is he right there?
He called a little while ago. There was a big fire, but everyone is okay. Charles let out a big breath. It was cool to have a fireman dad, but scary sometimes too. He'll be home soon, Mom told Charles. Since there was no reason to worry, Charles decided to ask his favorite question, the one he asked every single morning. So why can't we have a dog? he asked. His mother said, again. She pulled the orange juice out of the fridge and filled 4 glasses and the beans' purple sippy cup. Do we have to talk about this every day? Until we get a dog, Lizzie said.
Mm-hmm.
Only until we get a dog, Lizzie said, with a sleepy smile. Sometimes Charles could hardly remember the bean's real name. It was Adam, but they called him the Bean because they called him, but they had called him the Bean ever since he came to live with them when he was a tiny squirmy baby. Just a little bean, Mr. Peterson had said.
I like how you reread because you knew you missed that word. You said because, and so you went back and you self-corrected. Very good job.
It's a phase, their mom said, the way she always did. He'll get over it by the time he's 17. He'll get over it by the time he's 17, Charles finished. The way their dad always did. It was their dad's favorite joke. Their mother didn't think it was so funny.
Okay, let's stop you there. So why did you pause? You made a really good big pause right there.
because it has like a line right there.
That's right. That big dash means you have to pause and then someone else started talking, right? And you recognize that. So, can you tell me what's going on so far in this chapter? Like, who are the characters?
There's Lizzie, there's Charles, and there's Mom, and the Bean, and Mr. Peterson.
Okay. And what's happening?
They're talking about the Bean and trying to get their parents to get a dog.
Yeah, they're trying to talk their parents into getting a dog. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And where is the dad right now?
He is putting out a fire at a barn.
So they're having a conversation. They're waiting for dad to get home. They know everything's okay. What do you think will happen next?
Father's gonna come home and then eat breakfast for everyone.
Okay. Well, do you think they'll get a dog?
I don't think so.
Okay. So let's continue reading and see what happens.